Yeah, alright, yeah, another response video. To be serious, I made a couple of these videos, so I watched half of this one, and it really pissed me off when she got to the, like somehow somebody's slandering her. What a joke. So anyway, yeah, screw that crap. So yeah, I'm gonna play her video and respond to every little bit of it.
This is a fast reaction video to the 3-part video that Gary did about my stupidity yesterday, which I didn't watch. So I'm responding to something. I watched the first few minutes. The only reason I did that was because I had a PM from someone about what the video contained. So I watched.
Yeah, I don't think it was 3 parts, but whatever. The one to you, about you.
The first few minutes, and this is a reaction to it, to my reasoning for posting the video about negative utilitarianism.
Alright, the reason I did not initially watch all the videos Gary's made was because I honestly don't have the stomach to insults anymore. After my initial fear, I did watch it first. The text of my original video came verbatim from a website. Oh, but whatever, I said that in my video, and I said, what the hell is that crap? But I don't think the part where you said, this is the part where I agree with him, I don't know, was that on the website too? I mean, how are we supposed to figure that out? Was that on the website, or that was you talking? Oh yeah, you see the problem with this kind of crap? It had nothing to do with Gary. Right, you started the video talking about these people on YouTube, these ambiguous people on YouTube making videos, and then you put them in Popularonia. Oh, what a pile of shit. Was part of that text. Well, it doesn't matter where it came from, does it? You're the one who said it. You're the one reading it. So why the fuck should I care where it came from? I'm hearing you say it. God. I certainly accept that. Well, I guess I don't consider myself a negative utilitarian by your definition. I don't think Poplar considers him a negative utilitarian by your definition. And he coined the fucking phrase. Yeah, oops, I hit the wrong button.
Yeah. In Nicotine's video, he mentioned it, and he didn't talk too much about the historical roots of negative utilitarianism.
Why does everything have to have historical roots? Why can't you just talk about the subject? I mean, does every single time somebody talks about how round the world is, or the exact circumference, do they have to sit there and mention the founder of the roundness equation's name? Do they really have to every fucking conversation?
It's something that I've been interested in for a long time, and I studied it at university, but I also studied it because I really do think that the species has dug itself into a very deep hole that it needs to get out of. And there are 2 ways of looking at the hole that we find ourselves in. And
no, there's not 3 or 4.
The first way is to say that we are so flawed as living, suffering, sentient creatures that there is no way out except to extinguish all sentience, all feeling life.
Now, Poplar said that. So that's what we're talking about here. We're not talking about me. We're not talking about what I've said. We're talking about what Poplar said. Okay, so this is your argument, that he somehow fell outside of Camp B and is in this Camp A of extinguishing all life and killing everybody. So do you have a quote of him talking about that? Do you have you have a quote of his where he says it's all terminal and it's all a lose-fail, it's a zero-sum game? Do you hear him say any of that crap? No, I don't think so.
And the second way, and to me, personally, it is it's the bravest way out, is to say, we do a lot of really negative, stupid, counterproductive things as a species. And we often do them because of our evolutionary past. The hardest thing in the universe is to look at yourself as a part of your evolutionary past and to realize that life is a struggle, that living flesh suffers. And to say that...
No, that's not even true, but whatever. I mean, why didn't you make arguments in the original video? You didn't make arguments, you just read crap that set poor Poplar up to be something he wasn't fucking advocating, and to set it, and just take cheap pot shots at a dead guy who can't defend himself. So why don't you make these arguments in the original video and just and spare us all these fucking references to other people?
We are capable of seeing that and understanding that at a level, not all of us, but enough of us, to make the world a better place. We are capable...
Yeah, but can we make it better enough? It's the Poplar... Well, it's not even Poplar's question, but the question for the people who are not even negative utilitarians, but basically exterminationists or whatever, are let it go already-ists, or give it up already asshole-ists, or whatever they are. Their argument's still going to be to you, well, how exactly, what is your definition? Give me a description of this heaven on earth, all right? Just like the heaven in fucking, heaven, we never get a description of. Let's see your description. Let's see you blueprint this little happy-topia you're going to create.
Well, of looking at that and realizing that other living things suffer as much as we do. They may not have our level of intellect and intelligence and even self-reflection, but they suffer when we inflict pain on them.
Well, what about when we don't inflict pain on them? What about the 99.99% of the time where it's nature imposing pain on them, where it's other animals imposing pain on them? What are you going to do about that problem?
And to care about that, and to do as little of that as possible. It won't stop completely unless you become a Jainist, and not all Jainists do that. So, it's a very, very, very difficult dilemma to choose life. And when I say choose life, I choose smart life, which says, I'm here. I don't think it makes sense to do more here damage if I can help it, and I try not to do damage, and that includes a lot of the things that Gary advocates. I don't see having children as a good thing on this planet right now. There are too many human beings, and our biomass is choking off everything, which will be...
Oh yeah, but don't you see the irony of these words you just spoke? In light of saying words like math, euthanasia, commie, and fascism, combining those phrases, you can't see that the complete contradiction in this rhetoric?
Eventually choke us off as well. And so, yes, I don't think that. I personally don't drive a car. I personally give as much as I can, but what I do personally doesn't matter so much as what we as a species can look at. And we as a species, that doesn't mean anything because we have to do it individually. It has to be choices that individual human beings make. And I don't think that an idea of escaping suffering by resorting completely to artificial intelligence and to a life.
So now you're going to talk about virtual reality. So here you're making a response video where you're supposed to be, defending your original rhetoric, and now you're going to bring up another third subject in this video. And this is a fair way to conduct conversation. You just, I'll just hatchet at this subject, and I'll hatchet at that subject, and I'll hatchet at this subject.
If artificial intelligence makes sense. It enhances our lives. It can't replace them, in my opinion. And there are
Yeah, an opinion you don't back up with anything, okay? So, I mean, there's plenty of argument to be made that plenty of people are living plenty happy lives in some sort of virtual world right the fuck now.
Energy costs for doing that. I mean, I know it's part of the step towards extinguishing life, according to Gary's philosophy.
No, again, see, according to me, now you do direct it towards me, and after you just hatcheted it, you just make statements you can't defend, okay? We're much more energy efficient in virtual reality than we are in reality. Costs a lot less to maintain a human being when you're just pumping nutrients into their blood and giving them the maximum for the minimum cost. And you don't have to build them a house and give them a painted car and give them this and give them that and give them a whole bunch of other fucking crap to make them happy.
Yeah, I really think we do need to worry and think and strategize and be smart about this. I don't think